Still, game doesn't tell us much about the actual timeline in the hyperdimension. But alright. And
there are tons of Amazoo product reviews written in my name for some reason. They're all pretty negative. Weird ones, too.
I gotta go back and... So, Sprite Star was left a comment saying on the last video that the only one who had new... Oh, right. Right.
Who's the jerk who posted on that image board saying I'm a lonely protector without any friends? It's spreading everywhere!
Nah, okay. Yeah, on that one...
Who's the jerk that posted on the image board saying I'm a lonely protector without any friends? It's spreading everywhere!
On that one, I gotta give it to Aaron, without a doubt. Aaron nailed that line. Like, it was a perfect bringing back in after the arc. I gotta give it to Aaron. So, I guess we should try some more lines out. But here the three are, first time in the game. Well, I mean, we've been spinning VR scenes with them. Wait a minute, actually, let me check. Cause VIIR's first line.
I'm having similar issues. There are claims that I've been excessively purchasing expensive teas from multiple shops, but I've been home all day. I'm having similar issues. There are claims that I've been excessively purchasing expensive teas from multiple shops, but I've been home all day.
It has been a while. It has been a while. But see, the reason I even made that claim is because some people told me... I've been hearing many things in the comments. This is why it's best for a YouTuber... I mean, not that I don't trust all of you, but... I mean, realistically, I don't know all of you, you know? There are some of you who I trust a lot. And there are others who are just, you know... I don't know you, so I don't know if you're joking or not, or you might not, you know, you are the type to say things before actually looking it up. But, I've heard from other people that some certain lines have been changed. Now, it could have been in the dialogue without any text, but that's why I was searching back and looking through and seeing, alright, did they re-record some lines? Not to mention, I already know of a scene that Noir isn't in that isn't voiced, and because I watched, I couldn't help myself, the Twit Gamer, he had an interesting clip, and I watched it, and I know that that scene's not voiced. I didn't actually expect to be playing the game this soon, but yeah, so with that being the case, I'm like, why wouldn't it be voiced if they had the previous clips already, you know? So that's where my mindset is, but if that is true, Sprite Star, then it's good to know, because then I wouldn't have to keep checking.
You mean her chest is going to get larger?
Speaking of Twit, and speaking of that scene, here's Uni!
There are some real meanies out there! How can they write all these lies with a straight face on? And,
you know, with all the time it's spent with YouTube now, I should have commented on all these comments. Like, there was one that Blonde made, what was it?
Some products have gotten 100 low ratings in just 2 weeks. And these people are misspelling words in the reviews just to piss me off.
Yeah, this makes so much more. Like, I've seen so much more than when I first played this. I mean, not that I wasn't a veteran in the internet already, but it's truly different from, because I was on YouTube for I think 5+ years. It's truly different from responding to comments in people's comment section to having your own, getting people to know you and doing certain things. And then this one, anyways, moving on.
I feel so bad for Blonde.
Alright, now that we've heard everybody, I think I can skip on, well, I know I still want to hear some more Noir's lines, so let's go.
I can think of 2 reasons. One is that this is the work of Prankster. If it is the latter, it could be assumed that it's the work of hostile nations. But that almost seems inconceivable.
And I missed that part, so there are confirmed, the PC continent we already knew, but you know, there are other nations. They could easily expand the hyperdimension, you know, and like this is the CPU's nation, and then there's a different type of goddess that resides among other nations, because you know, mobile and PC gaming wouldn't really be CPUs, because CPUs are console Patron units. Maybe an MPU, or what would the CPU, or what would the computer, or PC game, PCU? Or, no, I'm cutting that out. I'm cutting that out.
All of our sisters are great friends.
And now that I know that VIIR literally wants all the candidates, not just Netgear. We are going to do something with Ram and Ram later on in this game, and Uni's a target too. No one's safe.
Indeed.
Hey, Neptune, didn't you say you had something important to tell us at this tea party?
I gotta admit though, like it really does. I do like it's not just Erica's portrayal. She's also just has a naturally softer voice. So it will take some like I'm not sure I want to see all the noir lines in this game. So
Helping each other out, huh? I do think it's a good idea, but it'll probably be spun in a way that'll just fan the flames.
Yeah, I'm done. Alright, we're skipping ahead.
Well, aside from the fact that Neptune is as dense as usual when it comes to something important.
Okay, yeah, alright, now I'm done. I'm truly done. Moving on. Oh, and somebody asked, was trying to see clarification on something I said in H video about the time period passing in Megadimension from the time they met Uzume to later on, right there. The months that followed after the tea party passed, and we just saw the tea party. It's what the CPUs were just talking about. So, which means we're coming up on the gold third fight again.
So it's come down to us four after all.
I stopped by accident. Oh, it's gonna take some getting. I don't like. It's one thing to hear new portrayals, but like to replace Eren and the... Alright, moving on.
You say you don't know who we are, huh? Well, let me enlighten you.
We are those who reign from the
Yo, whoa, wait a second. Is it just me or
We will call ourselves the Gold
S's
Third.
jacket looks a lot more in depth.
Go third. I don't really get how that makes sense if there are four of you, but step aside. Get out of the way of our final match.
Okay, I was kind of feeling it, kind of not. It just happened. Oh, no. Alright, we gotta move on. It doesn't matter what I do right now, so yeah, we know we're supposed to lose this battle.
I'll face you in this form from the start. Feel honored.
Huh. I think that's the first time I heard Neptune say that. Well, here are the other CPUs. Pretty much look, the same. Actually, Noir's blade, it always glow like that? And the gold third, yeah, looks the same. Keisha looks the same. But it's really... Hang on. No. Don't get the controls confused. Yeah, Asha. The shine works for her jacket, I think, or whatever that is. But not, I think, for the CPUs. Yeah, Keisha pretty much the same. Sisha looks the same. Yeah, Bisha looks the same. Alright, let's get this beaten over with.
Enough boasting. Come at me.
I'll be the one to end this.
I see them. I can see the enemy.
You can't win.
What was with that lag?
Pretty good.
It is my turn.
Why was there lag there?
Not bad.
Disappear.
No, seriously.
I will never
I
be a
choose
memory.
And did you guys see that? Blonde untransformed, and Keisha still shot her. That's
This is
interesting.
Bisha. I captured the enemy.
I will wreck you.
To think I would...
This can't be. We're going to lose.
Wait,
The time has come. I've been waiting for this moment.
she sounds different. No wonder I didn't recognize it immediately.
Huh? This world and its CPUs can no longer fight against these negative emotions.
Was she always like this?
Now, General Female Jess, What do you desire of this newly reorganized world?
Wealth. I will require as much as I can possess.
And there's the man himself.
Money, is it? It seems the greedy exist in any era.
Yeah, okay. You know, if there is a single line, if there is a single line in this game that I have in my mind, burned into my mind to a T, it is that one. It is that one. And you gotta imagine, because I think about it all the time, I took the music out of that scene, but this was the music that was originally playing. The moments always seem so grander to me, at least in my opinion, when I replace the music, because like if I had just been, you know, panicking with this sound, you know, it's one thing, but with the music that I had, to me, it made the moment a lot more special. But this is what was going on in my ears at the time.
Are you planning on starting a war?
Oh yeah. All right, now that we've heard Kurome, let us move on. Oh, it doesn't have the Sonic Heroes feel anymore. Do I like this better? Well, anyways, I agree with what I said, though, way back when. If we had to match it up to Sonic Heroes, it's the first route was the main character, and typically a normal difficulty. Second route, the rival, and the hardest difficulty, and you can't tell me. Like, now that I know, you people who are saying differently, I don't know what was going on. Noir fighting Keisha one-on-one. I barely won that battle, and it just so happened because I had some special items. No, Noir's was the hardest, and, you know, they had no healer. Blonde's was the easiest, because you had not only Blonde, but Ram and Ram, who are magic users, and that's OP in this game. And then Sisha helped out at some point in time. So, and then finally VIIR, which is the unorthodox of the group. Like, if you know Team Chaotix, their route was weird. VIIR's route was weird. So, anywho. Alright. So now, I still gonna do the same order, right? Or should we do the same order? Or should I save Noir for last now that I know that she's hard? It just doesn't seem right to me. It's the order I did last time, so I want to keep it for this time too. Alright, we got the scout system. Which I just skipped, I realized, and didn't even try to entertain. Alright, well, do we have... Not even anything in the player room, so that was a waste of time. Or, I shouldn't have skipped. Alright, well... I don't like how they changed the guild sounds.
Wait, then this is only a theory, but it may be because I was created artificially to record Planetoon's history.
You know, this is a good question. I never really considered it. Histoire remembered, well, she did say it's only a theory. How did Histoire of all people forget Uzume? If, you know, because you had the old man who remembered, but Histoire spent so much time. That is a good question. Why? I guess question of the day, kinda? If I had to guess, it's probably because... would you say it's stronger? When Uzume... or Kurome, in that case, first did it?
I believe this phenomenon occurred because some unknown power somehow altered the entire history of game industry.
That's interesting. Maybe Neptune spent more time with her longer, therefore she remembers? Have to think about that. Oh, that's right, because even I haven't Compa forgot. Wow, some friends. Some friends! Oh, they changed this too. It looks so much more complicated than the streamlined version that it was before. Well, there was one of these that I wanted up, I remember, but don't remember which one. I guess that's something I can do, you know, off camera, at least. Oh, we do have a VR scene. An hour and 30 minutes, I'm just now getting to my third VR scene. I wonder how much of that was useful. Yep, it is Neptune. And she's come to us about pudding. So let's see what she's got.
Yoo-hoo! Hello! I'm back again!
So since we're outside of the dimension, we would still remember her.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
don't mind if I do.
She picked it up so fast.
So delicious!
Couldn't tell
They're
she...
as good as Compass cookies.
Oh, really? Wow, thank you. It's quite a compliment.
Hey, can I have one more?
Really? I can tell her no? What kind of jerk? Like, look at all those cookies. Yeah, I don't think she picked it up.
Oh, were you remembering what I said last time? If that's the case, your share percentage in my mind just skyrocketed.
Whoa!
Oh dear. I almost ate too much. They're just so darn tasty.
I mean, you can have some more.
I just ate some pudding that my younger sister VIIR made for me.
How?
If you asked me what my true love in this world is, I'd say pudding. I could eat it at every meal. That's how much I like it. And the one thing I hate more than work itself is eggplant. I just hate it so much, I don't even want to talk about it.
I am aware.
Wait, do you have any younger siblings?
Well, now that's a question. Yes, I do.
I knew it! I felt like there was some special connection between us. We really are a lot alike.
Well, I said that many times. So,
Oopsie, I better get going.
in Megadimension, that Neptune was saying what I wanted to say.
Thanks for having me over. Let's hang out again soon. Oh, thanks for the snacks, too.
I'm gonna need one more, aren't I? Darn it all, I am. I just feel that way. To speak on what Neptune just said, one of you actually made a very good point. How, the fact that, I glossed over it because I was so focused on the fact of Neptune mentioning the history of the game industry, that I just completely glossed over the fact that she said, even if, you know, she seemed as a joker, you know, not that serious of a CPU, as long as everybody's happy, you know, that's the same kind of mentality she had in the first, well, in Rebirth 1. Which I liked, because that showed a sort of development for Neptune's character. And that's kind of what you have in the back of the mind, you know Rebirth 1 is not canon, but you like to think something similar happened in this dimension. So, how do I send, there we go, scouts. Yeah. And then Fami to Sakura Tree Row. I'm gonna have to actually play the game legit, huh? This the sword I want? I could increase. I mean, I got an idea how the gameplay is. No. We'll continue. We'll continue. Oh, that's cool. They have, your scouts by the dungeon. Oh, and I like the daytime look. Now this looks good. This looks good. Like, I can't remember how it was in the old game. And obviously, you guys, especially when it's like grassy terrain, the YouTube really doesn't do a good job showing it unless you upload it in quality higher than 1080p. But like the lighting and like this looks good. This looks like, well, could this be done on the PS3? I mean, the trees, you know, they're clearly. I mean, I don't think anybody ever takes the time to make fully, you know, 3-dimensional trees. But I like the shading around and you can, the flower petals, which they've always been there, but still. What the heck? Where'd you come from? I did not see him. I'm gonna have to watch that recording back. But yeah, this looks good. Anywho, I will meet you guys back in an unspecified amount of time. Here I go. Ooh, what is that? Equipment? Oh! Well, that's certainly a lot stronger. So yeah, whip that up.
Boing! Wonder what's inside.
Like, even these chairs! Or whatever they are.
The kangaroo!
Can't jump on them, but... Like, they didn't have to do that, but... These graphics look better.
It's finally over.
Her hard battle pose is different. Well, there you go. Oh, you can check the scouts in the dungeon? And apparently a dungeon was found. Oh. And they're still searching. Oh yeah, because... Was that how it always worked? I forget. I got Critical Edge. Let's try that out.
Alright, here it comes. Gotcha! Later!
Alright. Like, look at the Dakus. They actually look really high def.
Another one bites the...
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I just died.
How's it look?
Alright, well, I'm not taking this as seriously as I could be, honestly. I'm trying to speed run. Still. That's surprising. And I died to this thing. Because there was 5 of them.
What's inside?
I meant to say, even though I did die, you know, it started me right back at that point. So, the game is still a lot easier. Even if it's not a complete cakewalk. But oh, that should also help. Yep, no contest there.
How's it look?
That's a good look for this area. Yeah, I like that. Now, I wouldn't have tried it if there wasn't a benefit to stats, because normally I like keeping them in their normal outfits for the story purposes. But it makes sense, you know, like they change outfits. So plus, I've already played the game before. But no, even if this wasn't new, like I just like the overall feel. Okay, that quest acceptance noise was long.
I win.
Actually, was this in the old game? Because I feel like I would have tried this. It probably was, but then there was the blue one from Rebirth 3. Alright, and we got IF. Wow, those look a lot bigger than usual. And why does IF model not look as good?
Bring you down. Ruin to all.
This is nothing.
That was new.
Leave things to me.
So is that. They have more battle quilts? I promise you, those were not that big. Or were they? That's been a while. Can't use IF's ability, and there actually is some stuff I can steal. But we're too far. Oh, I remember this battle was rough for me when I did it the first time.
I'll show you the power of the protect.
Yeah, I got that. Wait, Neptune's I think Neptune's image at the top changed because she got buffed. Oh, that's cool.
Cross combination.
And I don't think I saw her do that in her CPU form yet. Not critical edge either. Alright, so let's try our IF's attacks. Oh, she still has Venom Edge.
Taking you down.
Awesome, and then her Inferno.
Boiling! Demonic Inferno!
Well, I like the red, but...
Ouch! Eat this.
Ow!
Leave this to me.
Let's try critical
My
edge.
critical edge will tear you apart. You're finished.
There we go.
Next? This is the power of CPU Purple Heart.
Oh! That's new. Well, I think I remember the old version, but it was much closer. Not sure which one I like.
Customers, hello. Welcome to my shop.
You know, if there's one thing about Megadimension that I didn't really care for, it's this character right here. Though she had her usefulness, but... Now again, I'm wondering, could you skip this Histoire scene? Now I was gonna say something about the scene. No comment. It's good to see Bisha.
So you're the
How
one
about
who for that mouse?
Those specs though! Like when... It's cool. It's cool. Anyways. And funny, until she brings up the money, then you get triggered. But anyways, that's not why I stopped you. All there is a VR event, and I'm currently nearing 2 hours. My 4th VR event. All right, it's another Neptune, and no school like the no school like the old school?
Hey there, I'm here again. Wow, you have pretty good taste, don't you, Blake? I wouldn't expect anything less.
That's funny.
We're
Oh.
playing a game?
Well, doesn't look like
Ooh,
it.
An RPG, huh? Do you like RPGs?
Well, I mean, you know, the odds are... Anybody who says no to this question, what's wrong with you? Well, I mean, you might not like RPGs and just play the game.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. I like them too. I like old RPGs too, you know? Like the super old ones that didn't even have battery-powered saves in the cartridges.
That's really
That
old.
sinking feeling from when you mess up your password, making your whole day of playing worthless. It's a kind of thrill that just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I think for a good reason.
That's the real charm of these old games, you know? Though, all the titles coming out these days are super detailed and pretty.
There are pros and
I also think
cons.
it's great that anyone, anywhere can play together thanks to the internet.
Yeah, that's pretty
Old
cool.
games are special though. Their flaws left stuff to your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd play your friends right then and there, controllers plugged into the same console. Doesn't that sound like so much fun?
I mean, you still can. Oh, not that. Whoa.
I knew you'd say that. It's just nice to be able to sit next to someone and play a super fun game together.
That is
You
true.
know, you and me. We're 2 pixels and a PNG.
Wait, already?
Oh, crap! Isty found out I'm here. I'm supposed to be working right now. I've done it now. Time for a full course of Isty scolding. See you later. Bye.
I mean, with the old RPG games, well, old games in general, that is true. You know, you feel like they were much harder, you know, nowadays, because, little tidbit about me, you know, when they had the magazines, you know, that had game cheats and everything, or how to play it, I never did that, you know? That wasn't me. I was always the type to figure things out as I play. Well, actually, I gotta remember who I'm talking to. Some of you might legitimately not know what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, there used to be, you know, these magazines that you could buy, that would tell you, you know, the hidden tricks and tips and things like that. And they used to come with the instruction manual inside the game, well, case or whatever. Nowadays, to save paper, which I can agree with. You know, they either have it online, or in the case of when I was watching with Smash, or in this game, for example, the tutorials are inside the game, which is good. Well, I mean, they've always had tutorials in games, but there's, I think, certain additional information that helps for you to find out. Either that, or I just skipped it as a kid. Well, in some games they had, you know, like hint. Well, anyways, point is that, so when I hear people give me advice, I'm like, I've been playing games for a long time. I may be able to. The thing about watching somebody play is that if you already know, which is what I hate about playing games that people have already played. But even with something like, well, no, Smash Bros, many people have played just different versions of it. But it's much easier and more fun, I think, for like Cyber Dimension, because not everybody knew the game, not everybody knew what to do. So then you can see people when they're new, because the people who have already played the game are talking about, yeah, you should do this, or you should do that. I guarantee you were not that way when you first played the game. And you forget the newness, and it's frustrating, I understand, for, you know, somebody who may not know what to do. And they'll figure it out eventually, but you want them to know now, you know, because you know. And you want them to know. Makes sense? I think I was kind of making sense there, but I don't think I said it in the best possible way. Either way, I do miss that old appeal, and that's why I like to challenge myself with the different things. But I can't get that now, because now I need to be on top of my game. Otherwise, one, you guys will be upset that I'm playing terribly, and two, you'll know what to do, and you'll say it in the comment section. So, you know, that's not really, I'm not saying, you know, like, I really hate that, although I do hate backseat gaming. Like, there's a difference between giving me advice, like, for example, what you guys have been telling me so far. Like, there was the skill points, which I actually didn't put on Compa, who I didn't realize we had. We have Compa. And now it's time for the question of the day. And for this one, in honor of this episode featuring Noir's new voice actors change and VIIR's new voice actor change, I was thinking, out of the 12 CPUs that we know, or IF, Compa, or Histoire, who would you be okay with having a new voice actor for? Because I don't know about you guys, but, and I'm meaning to mention this for a while, but I actually prefer Rei and Peachy's voice actors in the anime. To me, they fit the characters a lot more than their ones in the games do. Perhaps I'll do a comparison video, you know, just showcasing their different voice actors. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Post them down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.